He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. It's complete. Stills. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. On the left side, this is Stills. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Got a man. It's Brown. The numbers for Brown from a week ago. He took out some anger, some apparent anger against that defense. The yards just kept going up and up and up.
Yeah, he was just running up and down the field doing whatever he wanted. By the end of the game, he was seeing 2, sometimes 3 defenders on every snap, yet he was still making play after play. It was like he was running routes versus air in practice.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll drop the throw.
But the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points. He'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, 49ers. Antonio Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kenny Stills with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are... Back to throw now in his own end zone. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. The end result, 21 yards. They'll set up a throw. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. He'll drop to throw. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Samaje Perine as the first half is winding down, as his guys have now moved out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that.
Where you going? There's nobody downstairs. Come here. Come here. Come here.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Hearns. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds Perine out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now back to throw. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Antonio Brown, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. And of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. He's got it at the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kenny Stills with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by...
They'll look to throw here. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Second and 4. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but... They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of close.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Stills. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Looking to throw. The quick slant caught. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. One man in the backfield. That's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for the 49ers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now in the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And down.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We got to get better today.